this building was taken over in, let's say, September, October, which is also the rainy season, and it's a gloomy season. And then when we came into this building, it was like a gloom with potential. I mean, it was very sort of a strange thing. We went there so often into this building, just to get to know this building. And the way it looked to us, it was like, oh, a mishandled baby, and then needs sort of care and attention. In fact, we underestimated the challenges which we faced as we went along, and it was, in a way, a very rewarding learning experience for us also, because I had never done a restoration of that scale and that magnitude, and the kind of problems and the number of workers that eventually got involved. So it was sort of unexpectedly demanding project in terms of time and effort and the skill that was required. You see, the interesting thing in this for us and for anybody who wants to restore old buildings is that these buildings, if they are basically well built and they have good proportions and nice rooms, they can be adapted to any use. And we made, in this case, a hotel. It could have been a residence or an office or anything else, because it's an envelope, it's a building envelope which can take in different functions. There's another thing that belongs to it. As you see, if you see the earlier pictures of this building, there was a lot of additions which were done insensitively. Sheds built into the courtyard, walls, partitions in rooms without any sort of sensitivity to the space that was there before. So one of the early things that we did was to take out this accretions which were disharmonious, so that we could open up spaces and then create a new quality of space, both in the courtyard as well as in the rooms. So it was basically to take out the accumulation of the past, which was done not very sympathetically to the original architecture. In fact, this happens everywhere. The moment you identify what is the basic core and the basic personality of this building, and then remove all that has been just put onto it over the years, you already have a beautiful space to work with. People, the workers, did take to it, and it's amazing what kind of skills these workers have. The masons and the carpenters, they can almost do anything, and there was no problem at all to find the good workers who could do this kind of work. there were two possibilities of handling this kind of a design project, and one is to have the old envelope and to restore it as authentically as possible and to extend it also, which we have also done. In this case, we have added two new rooms which in fact complement and complete the architectural quality of the courtyard. And when you do this, you could either go in for period furniture, which is one possibility, or which we have done in this case because the owner was quite clear that he wants to have period furniture from this area. The other one could have been to use very modern furniture in an old setting, which could have been another approach altogether. The furniture, the lighting, and the pictures were chosen by Francis, who is the owner of this building, and he's been collecting these things for many years. And these, lot of these pictures and postcards, they refer to the history of Pondicherry, and it's amazing. In fact, I haven't had time to ask him where all he found it, and he just brought them in a lorry, and then suddenly they were all over the place, and that really gives it a sort of a lived-in quality also. Otherwise, when it's restored and its walls are empty, you know, it has another feeling. And I think this was a very beautiful contribution from the owners because they are also sensitive to these things, and you know, it has come out quite nicely, I think. Yeah. Kitchens and bathrooms were not attached to each room. You see, this was one of the challenges for us. When you make a hotel, you can't have a common bathroom, so we had to put in bathrooms for every room and also conceal all the services and also provide air conditioning as discreetly as possible. The message of this project has been that it's important to have links to your past to be able to go to a better future. And if we see the reaction of people who have seen this building, it is like, you know, oh, what wonderful things are possible. And when they see the old picture, they think that, oh God, you know, I mean, how beautiful these things can be. And if every building in the town was taken care of like this one, what a beautiful town we have. And this, or especially these photographs and this whole history of Pondicherry is somehow a platform from which something new can emerge. And we cannot just wipe away our past and then say, we are progressing into the future.